Ho, 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 ho! Merry Christmas!
Hello, Knights, and welcome to our annual Christmas episode where we show you our pretty faces and you get to see why we don't use Space Cam very often. I'm Poseidon H2O, and my first question today is what is your favorite game of the last decade, from 2010 to 2019? I have to go with two, because I know some of you are going to bitch about my first answer, and because technically it was out in 2009, but it was early access, it was in beta. It is Minecraft. It is probably the game I've wasted the most time with in the last 10 years, or 7, because I got it in 2012. And I continue to play it, not every day, but at least every week. And I love it. And my second game, for those of you who would have said, you know, it didn't come out in 2012, it came out in 2009, is going to be Fallout New Vegas. I've played through it twice on the channel, 3 or 4 times otherwise, and made countless other characters. It's just a game that I love, even though it's broken as hell, because, you know, Bethesda. Even though Obsidian did most of the work, but it's on a Bethesda engine, so you know how that goes.
Happy holidays, everybody. It's me, Battle Beast. I have a special friend to introduce to you to help me through the holiday questions. This is Christmas Bear. Put your hand down. Christmas Bear is going to get us through these holiday questions, and the first of which is, what's the best game that I played during the last decade? Well, that's easy. It's the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Skyrim actually came out in November 2011, inspired me to build my first gaming PC. My old Pentium 4 and Pentium 4 processor and Radeon 9800 Pro just couldn't quite run that game on top specs, but they did play it, believe it or not. It did play Skyrim, and I remember. I still have those parts. I'm going to rebuild that, but that's a different video. The open world sandbox of Skyrim, the modding community, the storyline is decent, the graphics are decent, the side quests decent, everything just keeps you going. There's so much to do, and again, especially with the modding community, the game just keeps getting longevity added to it. And that's why it's lasted so long, and it's going to continue to last until the Elder Scrolls 6 comes along and maybe takes its title if Bethesda lets it. But that's up to them, we'll see.
Hello Knights, Klockquirk here to give you the gift I know you've all been wishing for this year, my opinion. So I was asked a couple of questions for this holiday update. The first one being, what did I think was the game of the decade? And honestly, there was a ton that were really, really good. But if I had to pick one, it would have to be this baby right here. BioShock Infinite was my absolute favorite game that came out this decade. I'm a huge BioShock fan in general, but this really, being the third one in the series, you would think that it would peter out, but this has to be the best game of the 3, in my opinion. From the gameplay, to the story, to the art direction, to the immersion, the detail. Chef's kiss, perfect game, 5 out of 5. In fact, Adam Sessler, if you remember him from X-Play, gave it the only 5 out of 5 that he had on his YouTube series later. And if you haven't watched his review of the game, I absolutely recommend doing that, because if you have not watched it, and even if you've already played it, you know how it is, go watch it. It's a wonderful essay. So Adam Sessler, BioShock Infinite. And if you haven't played the games, please do. In fact, Steam sale going on right now. You can get all 3 games for about $15. It's a steal. You will not regret it, unless you have bad taste like Conrad.
Hey there, Knights. This is Dongver's. Best game I've played in the last decade, probably Witcher 3. I really enjoyed it. Story was pretty great. Characters are pretty deep. Combat system is pretty awesome, and the whole being a monster slayer sort of thing is really up my alley.
Hey Knights, TorchHealer here. Wishing y'all a Merry Christmas. I have a feeling that we're going to be doing a couple questions here, according to what Poseidon told me. So the first question that I was told is, what is the best game that you've played in the last decade, 2010 to 2019? Obviously, my answer is going to be Summoner's War. Big fan of it. It is a game I play daily, and it doesn't cost me a cent. So keep watching those videos I make. Wink, wink. Aside from that, it's just a fun game. It's something to burn some time really easily. I've been a little busy lately, so I haven't been on the Xbox lately, but Summoner's War is easily my number one for the last decade.
The second question we were asked is, what are you looking forward to for gaming in 2020? And my answer has to be the Xbox Series X, or just the Xbox now. I'm not sure what they're calling it. It doesn't really matter. And the PlayStation 5. And you might think, well, you don't tend to buy new consoles. You don't even have a PlayStation 4 yet. Why would you be excited for that? And the answer is because the prices for the Xbox One and the PS4 are going to go down as soon as those things come out, and then maybe I'll get one. So that's that. I hope you all have a Merry Christmas or a Happy Holiday, whatever you decide, whatever your family tradition is. I hope it goes very well. And if you don't celebrate at all, just have a great time these holiday season days here, and we will see you back in 2020.
The next question is, in 2020, what game are we most excited to be released? Well, the answer to that is also pretty easy. It's Cyberpunk 2077. Now, Cyberpunk 2077, made by CD Projekt Red, is it's looking to be like a real quality RPG. Finally, right? Both my answers are RPGs. I know Cyberpunk 2077. Everything I've read, everything I've looked at makes that game looks excellent. Every day that doesn't come out, I get more excited. The studio behind it, it's in the right hands, and they are taking all the time they need to make a quality product. I can't wait till that title drops. April 16th, 2020, according to their website today. Can't wait to play it. And I hope you can't wait to play it also. Let's support that company if they do good things, right? But that's it for Christmas Bear for now. That's it for the holiday questions. Thanks again for spending some time with us on the channel. And we really do wish you the warmest this year and into the next. And to you and your friends and your family. Thanks so much for all your support over the years. We hope to continue to grow with you. And what else can I say? Happy holidays. Thanks for being with us.
So the next question that I got asked is what game I was most looking forward to that's coming out this year. Well, this coming year. And let me tell you, looking at this list, it's a lot. There's a lot coming out. Cyberpunk 2077, The Last of Us 2, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Oh my god, I can't wait to see Squall. I don't even know what game I'm playing anymore. Cloud in a beautiful new dress. 4K. It's gonna be great. Psychonauts 2. That's an older game that should be coming out. I'm super hype about it. Ori and the Will-O-Wisps. This is not what the question asked me, but how could I choose? It's Sophie's choice over here. But how many people are hype about this Half-Life Alyx? I am super hype. So that's probably one of the ones that I'm really like. That's actually going to make me put up some money for some VR. I don't think there's any other game that would make me drop $1,000, but that. So we're going to go with Half-Life Alyx. Alright, well, that's going to be it for me for the holiday. Hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas, a happy Hanukkah, a festive Festivus, a nothing day, a day where you sit around and eat Chinese. I don't really know. But that's Klockquirk. Have a good one.
What game am I looking forward to in 2020 and why? Well, probably Baldur's Gate 3. Sounds pretty awesome. And I like any video game that's set in the Dungeons and Dragons universe, just because I just really like D&D. There's also a bunch of new MMOs coming out this year that I'll probably take a look at, a good majority of them. Yeah, I just trying to find that game that scratches the itch, you know? Anyways, happy holidays, Knights, and I hope you have a good one.
The other question that I was asked was, what game are you looking forward to the most in 2020? The answer might surprise you, it might not, but rumor has it in, I think, March of 2020, The Last of Us Part 2 is coming out. And if you haven't watched the series Poseidon and I did, Poseidon getting killed, me making fun of him on The Last of Us, the original one, it's definitely worth a watch. And honestly, I'm pretty excited for that game to come out. It was really, really cool to see how it progressed, and I'm pretty excited to hopefully, fingers crossed, get to do another series with Poseidon on that one. So I might be bringing my Xbox down to his place if it's on Xbox. If it's just on PlayStation, then we'll figure something out. But easily, I think that's my hope and the one I'm looking forward to the most for this upcoming year. From my family to yours, everybody have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Crazy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, whatever religion you are. Just enjoy the holidays, spend it with family, and hopefully you guys have some good meals and some good times. And yeah, sincerely, from my family to yours, Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas.
8 maids a milking, 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a lake, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge.